Good morning, South Africa. Happy Friday. Yay, we've made it already. Okay, Joel was mentioning some rain in that weather forecast, and I can tell you it's already wet across parts of Gauteng this morning. There's a look at the very busy Diepkloof area. This is coming from Protea Glen, Lanesia, up from Crossmere, passing Eldos and Devlin in towards Diepkloof interchange. So wet weather conditions in the south of town. Also, the N3 as you come from Germiston, Alberton, up towards Giluli's interchange. Plenty of wet conditions there as well. And even Midrand looking a bit wet and slippery on that run down through to and from Joburg, if you like. So just a morning to allow some extra travel time across Gauteng. Boy, it was a really wet day yesterday. You would have driven to it to work in the rain, driven back home through heavy rain and wet conditions across Gauteng as we start off this Friday as well. Now, a couple of really big closures this weekend that you'll need to know about because they have a really big impact. Down in Durban, the N2 will be closed from Spaghetti Junction to Umgena Road. The closure goes in 6 p.m. on Saturday evening and then stays fully closed from 6 p.m. Saturday right through until 4 a.m. on Monday. And that closure is going to force all that traffic off and up Felix Klamini and Alpine through Sydenham and Overport and then through Umgena Road, Springfield area. So that's going to be a sort of local alternative through that sort of Springfield Sydenham area. It's going to be very heavily backed up. So just be aware of that. Maybe look at some alternative options. Certainly plenty of options to avoid that. Cape Town Sunday, it's the cycle tour. Plenty of road closures. The race starts in the city centre. So all sorts of restrictions there. It then heads out the highway networks, N2 and M3, through South Peninsula, around Cape Point, and then all the way back up the Atlantic seaboard. It's exhausting just looking at that map, isn't it? How far these guys are actually going to have to ride. It'll finish around the stadium area in Greenpoint. So the closures through sort of Camps Bay, Bantry Bay, Sea Point, Greenpoint, longer into the Sunday afternoon period. Also, Chapman's Peak Drive will be closed from 6 p.m. on Saturday, and it'll stay closed most of Sunday as well. The highway network closures, well, this will be disruptive coming out of Cape Town Sunday morning. Nelson Mandela Boulevard and Philip Kosana, both of those routes will be closed. In addition to that, the M3 South from Hospital Bend going down to Newlands and then right down to Steenberg will also be closed as well. And there's your times. It's a very early start on Sunday morning, 5:30 for Hospital Bend, 6:30 for the M3, and then they stay right closed until early in the afternoon period. So just to keep that in mind, Sunday morning going to be a bit difficult as you hop onto some local alternatives as well. All right, a quick break, and then we'll see where he jumps in to bring us up to date with everything that's happening in the world of sport ahead of a busy weekend. Stay with us on Morning Live.